Bill O'Reilly is obsessed with getting President Obama to say Islamic extremism. He won't shut up about it. Here he is again on his program.
It's clear to any sane person that Muslim jihadists are a threat to the world. Yet President Obama will not say that.
We take care not to rush to judgment, not about the motivations of these individuals, certainly not about entire groups of people.
But of course, it's all about motivation, and it is about a specific group of people. President Obama is wrong, seriously wrong. President Obama doesn't want to say the truth, and the reason is politics.
No, the reason is he doesn't want people to panic and attack random Muslims as has happened in the past. In fact, we've attacked random Muslim countries and had over 100,000 civilians die. That's why he doesn't want people to panic. You, on the other hand, that's exactly what you want. Now, look, there's a funny side of this. He reminds me a little bit of Sam Kinison. This is basically Bill O'Reilly yelling at the president.
Say it! Say it!
Say it! Say Islamic extremism! Okay, but there's also a serious side. Now, look, is there Islamic fundamentalism in the world? Of course there is. We talk about it on this show all the time. I probably rage about it more than Bill O'Reilly does. The honor killings, the bombings, etc., totally unacceptable, and we've got to find a way, I believe, in a culture war against that, okay? That's how much I'm against fundamentalism of any sort, including Muslim fundamentalism. And certainly the ones that wind up becoming violent and taking action. And we have to target those people and make sure that we protect American citizens from that. But what O'Reilly's trying to do by constantly bringing that up is put Muslim and terrorists in the same sentence. Now, you remember when they put Saddam Hussein and 9/11 in the same sentence after 9/11? Now, they didn't say necessarily, most of the time, they didn't say Saddam did 9/11. They would just say things like Dick Cheney saying Saddam Hussein comes from the part of the world where the terrorists who attacked us on 9/11 comes from. And what the American people heard was Saddam did it. How do I know that? They did a poll before the war. 69% of Americans thought Saddam Hussein was personally responsible for 9/11. It wasn't true, but they kept using Saddam and 9/11 in the same sentence. And that's what O'Reilly's doing. That's what all of Fox News is doing. Muslim extremism, Muslim terrorism, Islamic terrorism. You think they're doing that as an accident? For example, why don't they do it with right-wing extremism? Now, since we don't have the same kind of propaganda against that in this country, a lot of you watching are probably thinking, well, come on, Cenk, that's not in the same league. Really? Let's go to the numbers from the Department of Homeland Security. Now, Think Progress looked at those numbers from 2009 and put it together, going all the way back to 1995 to the latest numbers they had in 2011. So first, let me show you a chart. Now, you see this chart here? The red is eco-terrorism, so there's actually more of that than people realize, but nobody's killed in eco-terrorism from 1995 and on. They set a lot of fires. Luckily, no one's actually been killed from it. But then the other red, and it's two shades of red, obviously, make it thereby more confusing. I'm going to give you the exact numbers in a second, is right-wing extremism. And that's very significant, as you could tell. There's some anarchists that show up a little bit, and then you've got Islamic extremism in dark blue, which obviously huge in 2001, but not as big in some of the other years. So let me give you the final numbers. Since 1995, the number of terrorist attacks in the U.S., and this is just a percentage of per attack, so it doesn't count casualties. Obviously, 9/11 dwarfs everything else, and we understand that. And I think we should have invaded Afghanistan because of it. We shouldn't have stayed 12 years, but I understand why we did it. And that is significant action. Okay, so nobody's underplaying 9/11. But when you break down the numbers, 56% of the terrorist attacks inside the country were by right-wing extremists, 30% by eco-terrorists, and 12% by Islamic extremists. So if I was Bill O'Reilly, what would I do? I would say over and over again, right-wing extremists, right-wing extremists. Hey, you know what? President Obama has to say it. Bill O'Reilly has to say it. Fox News has to say it. What are you so afraid of? Why don't you say it? It's right-wing extremists, right-wing terrorists, right-wing terrorists. 56% of the time, most of the terrorist acts in this country since 1995 were by right-wing terrorists. Say it! Say it, O'Reilly! Right-wing terrorists. Now look, if it helps you to solve some cases, to figure out who the abortion doctor killers are and if they have any connection, fine. But we don't have to say Muslim terrorist, right-wing terrorist every time, because it's a trick. It's a ploy to get you to hate a certain group of people. It isn't right when you do it about right-wingers, and it isn't right when you do it about all Muslims. So that's what we're trying to say, O'Reilly. But the problem is, I think you already know that. And that's exactly what you're trying to do, is stoke that hatred, because that's what you make your living off of. That's what you get paid all that money from Fox News for, by stoking hatred and fear and getting us to hate one another.